Buongiorno everyone. Match review after Newcastle suffering another defeat, this time 2-1 at the hands of Watford. It was a much better game for Watford in terms of their win. They go 6 points clear. They've got something to fight for relegation. Newcastle outside chance at top 10, but never mind all that. A game of two halves, really. First half, Newcastle, some good football, some good spells, and take a well-worked corner, really. Fernandez finds himself in plenty of space, fixes it on. Dwight Gale at the back post scores. Watford showed glimpses, a lot of fouls really from Watford, just battling, tough physical side. Thought Jamal Lascelles was brilliant at the back, getting rid of things. The main talking point we'll look at Fabian Shaw in midfield, and it all comes down to two shockers from Newcastle, two penalties that they've given away, especially the second one, why Manquillo is constantly touching and fouling, even from outside the box, and he carries it into the box. He's continuing to pull on the Watford player to bring him down. It just doesn't make sense. Where in his right mind does he think he's going to get away with that? Unreal how Newcastle gifted Watford the win, gifted them 2 goals, 2 penalties, both scored by their main man, Troy Deeney. For Newcastle, the second half, I mean, what the fuck was said at half time by Brucey? Absolutely out by the looks of it. It's like the season finished at half time for me. Season finished at half time because they didn't come out second half. They let Watford have it. It's like Brucey made a bet with Pearson and just said, I tell you what, Nigel, have the win. You can have that in the plate, son. You take that, to be honest, because I didn't want it. We didn't want it. No one came out the second half and fought, battled, tried, did anything. The only thing we had really was when Gale put one over the bar. And apart from that, the St. Maximin thing, was it onside, was it not, the VAR thing? No one asked. No replay. I'm trying to read about that. Didn't really see much about it. Didn't really get a chance to get it. We thought at one point it was going to be like the VAR thing at Sheffield United where Shelby played the whistle, put it in. Didn't happen. But the lack of fight, character, and effort from Newcastle in the second half was embarrassing. They'd signed off for the holidays, and Watford powered through and got the win.
Yeah, like we discussed it at half time. Like when they went in, we were sitting here talking about it, saying it was an alright first half. It was pretty end to end, fairly even game. I think we had the majority of the possessions, the more dangerous chances, and went in 1-0 up. It wasn't great. It wasn't a fantastic performance, but it was satisfactory. We're going in 1-0 up. It's all right. We spoke about what we're going to do in the second half. Like, are we happy with 1-1? Are we just going to try and hold out that lead, or are we going to try and kill them off, try and get a second and a third? And I say, like, what did Brucey say? Like, that must have just been the end of the season for them. But that's still 45 minutes. I know we're not really playing for much. Like we're trying to push up the league. I think at one point in that game, the live table had we're in 11th. Great position for it to be in. Watford's still fighting for survival. Like, they've got a lot to play for, so we can't go in with 1 goal up with 45 minutes left to play and just, that's it. Like, we've still got 45 minutes left to play. Come out, try and score a second, try and score a third, get the win. Let us try and push up into the top half of the table before the end of the season. Like I said, the second half was just embarrassing. I think the line, I wasn't really that bothered about the lineup, to be fair. The starting lineup, I thought it was okay. Try and Shaw out and centre mid, all right, but it was Fernandez. Like, we just need another centre mid. I'd rather have played Matty Longstaff. I probably would rather have had Bentaleb. Bentaleb deserved to be dropped after his game the other day, but we've been saying for the last 4 games now that Federico Fernandez needed a break. He's too tired. He's knackered. The last few games, he's looked sluggish, just pulling people down, committing cynical fouls just because he can't keep up. He hasn't got the energy to keep up with people. So I'd rather have seen Shaw drop into the centre back. He did have a very good game in centre mid. I think he gets more time at the back. We've seen in the past. He gets more time to spray them Hollywood balls around that he can, because no one really closes him that much down when he's playing it from the back. In centre mid, you haven't got that much time. He was getting dispossessed, sloppy passes. Like, Fernandez needed a rest. I think Rose was poor the day. Manquillo had an absolute stinker, but he's another one that's needed a rest. He's played every game since the restart. He started the bench on Wednesday, but he still played about 30 odd minutes. He came on as a sub. It's not really long enough of a rest. 60 minutes? It's not a long break for Manquillo. Fernandez is dying. Rose is knackered.
What got me was
Bentleb's been shit.
I think all season, and especially since the restart, is Brucey's subs just bewilder me. Like, all the time, and Rafa was bad for it now with late subs, but Brucey with these late subs, why is he waiting until the 86th minute just because Lascelles is limped off to bring Lazaro on? Show some intent. Why is he? The subs he made was unreal. He put Manquillo at left back. Manquillo gives the foul at left back. He's not gonna. He should come off. We've said he shouldn't start the game. Why is he trying to play full 90 minutes? Why is Manquillo not coming off? Fernandez not coming off? He brings Dwight Gale off, who I thought had a really good game. For Bentleb, Gale's on a really good game. He was holding up the ball well. He was dropping back. He was grafting. He was linking up well with Almiron. He took his chance. Well, one of them, the other one he blazed over. But why would you take a striker off there for Bentleb? Like, it just doesn't make sense. You've got Shaw, who's having a shite game in midfield. You've got Fernandez and Manquillo breathing out the arse, absolutely knackered, can barely stand up, never mind chase people down and tackle. Waiting way too long. You know what I mean? Just bring the Zorro Muto on, just make the changes, do something, just do anything. Mm-hmm. Bring someone on at the back. It's unreal. The subs were appalling. The attitude second half was appalling, though. The players are just totally signed off. Thought the half-time whistle was the full-time whistle. Didn't turn up second half. Subs were poor. Man management, game management was poor. And not enough going forward. They just sat back and just let Watford take it. They're just like, Watford, and now you want to stay up. We've got now to play for. Knock yourselves out. If you want it, you can have it. And they didn't even do much. And then it's just like, I tell you what, he's not doing that much. He has one from 12 yards twice. Do something with them.
Sloppy.
Fucking gifted the goals and the points to Watford. And for me, waste of time now this season. The season's our. Season was over at half time.
Yeah.
Need this takeover happen right fucking now.
Yeah. It shows you about like squad depth as well. Like we can look back at like Man City, like they can put out 2-3 teams that can beat anyone on that day. Like we're really, really struggling now. Like we've spoken about the players that needed a rest, but there's no one to bring on. Like the people that we can bring on are either going to leave in the summer, they're on loan, or they're just shit. They just don't deserve to be at the club. Like that's why the people like Fernandez and Manquillo are forced to play all these games, all these minutes. Like there's really nobody else. But with that, you need investment. It's not necessarily the quality of the players. It's like the depth of the players as well. Like we just Ashley just won't put his hand in his pocket. The players that he will buy or bargain buy, he's not good enough, and we're suffering for it now. Like we came out at the after lockdown, after the restart, we came out the blocks firing. We're unbelievable, but now like we're starting to see like we're suffering now. We need so much more rotation, and we need players fresh. Everybody needs a break, but now with only 3 games left, we've only got 3 games left this season. So, what's the point now? Like, that's not a great lot of point. Like, we've got Tottenham and Liverpool coming up, and I think we can get something out of Tottenham, to be fair, if we play the right team, because they've been shite lately. But Brighton's the only team we can really start and get something out of now. But I say at this point, what's the point? We're probably not going to finish top 10. We're not getting relegated. We're going to be somewhere between 12th and 14th. Like, there's not really a lot left to play for anymore. So after this game, season's pretty much done.
You mentioned we've got Brighton and all. I mean, Brucey's Mags have failed to beat 3 of the bottom 6, I think, if not more. You know, we've failed to beat Norwich, failed to beat Villa, failed to beat Watford this season. That's you know, we've drew with them and got beat off those teams.
Yeah, we drew with Brighton earlier in the season at home. We drew against them away last season.
So that would be 4 of the bottom 6 if we don't beat Brighton.
Who have beat Brighton in recent years? How can you remember? Beat Brighton is always a draw.
It's always a draw, So you look at that, the record against the teams down there is shocking. So I'd fancy we'd more get something against Tottenham and Liverpool than I would fucking Brighton.
Probably.
Brighton away on that Monday night. Not even looking forward to that. Not even looking forward to the rest of the season now. Like I say, the odd chance of top 10. But for me, it was just watching your team play and enjoy it. And first half, I kind of did. But second half, the Man City game, the end of the Villa game, the FA Cup game, everything's just falling to pieces now. And it's been an embarrassing few games there in the last couple of weeks. It really has.
It's very disheartening because we could have finished the season on a high. Like we were talking about creeping into 8th and possibly getting a Europa League spot. Like now that's looking like a laugh. That was only like 2 weeks ago.
Exactly, it was.
Joke.
Drop points at home against the likes of Villa, West Ham, cost so massively. If you think if we would have won, kept a hold of them games and these games where we took the lead in. Do you know what I mean? We didn't take the lead against West Ham, but we did against Villa and today. Some big points you could have picked up there to be in a strong position. If not the outdoor 8th place and entering into Europe, then you'd still be looking easy top 10. But I kind of get over the penalties today. I just kind of get over how ridiculous the way Richie flying in, and then Manquillo's was just honestly, man.
I said it about 2 seconds before the penalty was given. Like, he had his hands on him for ages. I was like, I'll say, get your hands down. Next thing you know, bundled over, penalty clear as day.
Why did he?
The first one as well. Like,
outside of the area there with his hands on him, you'd think you would take his hands away once he got into the box, and if he's going to blow it, it's going to be a free kick at worst. Why would you continue to keep your hands on him? What the fuck do you think's going to happen there?
He was trying to explain it as well. He was going over to the referee, putting his hands on the referee, saying, "Oh, this is what I was doing." Aye, you can't put your hands on people in the box. That's a fucking foul, mate.
We were doing that towards the end of the game. Everyone was doing it. Shaw, Fernandes, NFL action at the end of this game. Like,
everyone was just knackered. I think that's it. It's just fatigue. Like once like the player beats them, they get around them. I can't get back. The only thing I can do is foul you. I can only just pull you down, snap your ankles. That's all I can do to stop you getting any further. Like, it's just embarrassing now. We need a deeper, better squad.
Big time. Anyone say anything in the chats before we leave this one? Go on to fan cams and player ratings.
Nah, there's not at the minute. Just Philip Marquez, Bentaleb, Rose, Fernandes, Shaw are absolutely shite. No heart, fight, or determination. At the end of the season, send them all packing. And to give Manquillo a new contract, they're not a disgrace.
Well, Manquillo's just been given that contract only a couple of weeks ago, and on the back of Dave's performance, I think he's been probably the worst guy on the pitch today with Shaw. But it's harsh on. I think Fernandes has been class, but I think now the last couple of weeks he has been poor. But we've said it. There's just no one else there. And he needs some time off. It's just done in. He needs a rest big time. But yeah, there's some players in there that need to go. There's some players in there that just need rested.
We were seeing that in like the comments in the live stream as well. People were giving Manquillo a lot of stick after that foul. But what a cynical kind of defender. It was ridiculous. But we've said before about Fernandes as well. I don't want people getting on Fernandes' back too much. That's what I'm talking about. Fatigue. They're tired. They shouldn't have started. Brucey's got to play some fault in that. Like, it's not their fault really that they can't get back. Like, they're just doing anything they can to try and stop a goal, and it's costing work, conceding these cynical penalties. But I don't want people getting on Fernandes' back, because after the restart, all season Fernandes has been consistent. He's been amazing, but he's just played every single game. He's wiped out, and you can say the same for Manquillo as well. They shouldn't have been there today, but that's what I'm talking about: rotation, squad depth. Like, they've been forced to play. They've got no choice. So it's a combination of probably Ashley and Brucey's faults. Like, I think Manquillo deserved a new contract. Like you say, after the restart, both Manquillo and Fernandes were probably two of our better players. So it's just like 15, like how many games? Like 6 games in whatever time period, 18 days or something. Like, it's a lot on anyone. I know they're professional athletes and that, but it is a lot. It's a strain on the body. It's hard for anyone to play that amount of games in that many days, like that amount of minutes as well. So I think you need to lay off Manquillo. I think he deserved the new contract. I think 4 years was maybe a little bit too long. I think 3 at most maybe, but he had a stink the other day. But I think Brucey should look at it now and say they need a break. Stop playing them. Like, just put anyone else in. Put Yedlin in. Like, why didn't Yedlin get a game of the day?
Yedlin, Matty Longstaff can't get a game. Must be the contract things, but it's unreal for me. Like, you got Shaw in centre mid, Fernandes knackered. Put Shaw into Fernandes' position centre back. Put Matty Longstaff in midfield.
I know, like there was options there. I think that's inexcusable. And like you said, Manquillo and our Kraft had a little bit of an injury, but he came on, so he brought on an injured Kraft, played an injured, a tired Manquillo and an injured Kraft instead of Yedlin.
Yedlin, Lazaro, even Lazaro can play right back on. He played there before. Like, what the hell, man? It's unreal.
I didn't understand what was going through his head there. Like, obviously it's either a vendetta against players not signing contracts, or the ones that are wanting to leave, or just lack of trust. But I'd rather trust in a player that was 100% fit than one that's only about 40. I'd rather have them on the pitch than, even if that's shite, I'd rather have a shite fit player than someone that just can't even run, someone that's just committing stupid penalties.
Well, that'll do for the match review. Make sure you pop in your comments, your thoughts on the match. Make sure you check out the rest of the videos to come on the Magpie Channel TV. Subscribe while you're here. Try and enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you later.